mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Kayla, and I'm so honored to introduce you to these intriguing and majestic animals. About them and their natural behaviors. We hope this Orca Encounter will give you a better understanding of these amazing animals and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types, or ecotypes, of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Wonder. And Makani here is going to help show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed for getting a quick breath of air at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It may look like their eyes are in that white patch, but that's a visual distraction. The eyes are actually right in front of that white patch, camouflaged from crashing prey. The fin on top of the whale's back is called a dorsal fin, which helps stabilize them when they swim. It also helps them regulate their body temperature. There are no bones and muscles inside, which is why you may see it curve on those big males. The flippers on either side of the body are called pectoral flippers, and those are mainly used for steering and stopping. Each one has 5 bony digits inside, just like the human hand. The lobes on either side of the tail are called flips, and that's the killer whale's engine, which can propel them up to speeds of 30 miles per hour, which can be speedboats. But they swim the fastest and use the most power when they're propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shouka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Killer whales often use body language as a form of communication. A pectoral slap may be used to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a peck slap in order to get her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they'll breach. Spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings while hunting. Fluke slap is another important part of communication that killer whales use in the wild and right here at SeaWorld. They're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beaches. Watch us show a similar technique right here in front of all of you. Antarctic orcas will actually create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking unsuspecting seals right into the water. Here you're seeing orchids show you a very similar technique, demonstrating one of the many complex and impressive hunting abilities killer whales have developed around the world. Waves crashing in front of you, well, you can't truly imagine the amount of water displaced until you experience it firsthand. Luckily, I have a couple of very brave volunteers that are going to be coming down and feeling the power of those waves. Everybody give them a big round of applause. Alright, you guys are going to take a seat right there and then hang on tight. Alright guys, keep cheering for them. They're about to keep feeling this 55-degree salt water. Alright, and you just saw how big of a wave orchid our 36-year-old female could make, and it looks like she is headed around the way again, so hang on tight, you guys. Here she comes. In the way. 3, 2, 1. Good job holding on, you guys. High five. Feels good, right? Because killer whales live in every part of the ocean, it's no surprise they eat all types of prey, including other whales. The blue whale on the screen behind me is the largest animal on Earth. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a killer whale. So, how does a whale the size of Makani here train a whale that size in the wild? It's all because they're the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Part of everyday life for an orca. It's how they teach young whales to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Orcas are constantly interacting and showing their playful side, both in the wild and right here. Porpoising is when an orca swims fast at the surface, breaking out of the water just briefly. You may see them do this when riding in the wake of a boat or when surfing in waves. do this here, just like the whales in British Columbia. These whales also love to imitate each other. We see it here where our whales are constantly mimicking and learning from each other. Behavior does have a purpose. In hunting, a tail whip may be used to stun fish, but today, it's going to keep stunning all of you. The whales in our care even take an active role in their own health and well-being. For example, they can roll over and show us their tail flukes, which helps with taking a voluntary blood sample. That allows us to make sure they're staying nice and healthy. They can also slide up onto a scale, like you see Orca doing in this video. That allows us to monitor their weights. We can even obtain breath samples from their blowholes because of the trusted relationships we build here day after day. Alright everybody, now I want to introduce you all to a very special whale. Everybody give her a big round of applause as she slides up on stage. She's got to get herself all warmed up, but that is Shouka. Now Shouka up there is our 31-year-old female, and she is one of our smaller whales, being about 5,000 pounds. Now she is that whale you saw earlier in the video that lives with bottlenose dolphins. And she has inspired millions all around the world, and I hope she's continued to inspire you all here today. We challenge the whales all day, every day, to learn new things, to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play help keep these whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.